What's up, Rob the Nerd? How's it going? What are the shiny odds? Well, we're using the shiny booster. And we have the shiny charm, so pretty good right now. Yeah, shiny Zubat! There it is, dude. There it is. The shiny Zubat right off the bat, dude. There it is, man. That's the shiny luck right there. That's the shiny luck right there. Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys another episode of our Brick Bronze series here in Roblox. If you guys are hyped for this episode, show some love on that like button down below and definitely make sure you guys subscribe if you are new. If you missed the last episode, that is of course in the description below. We took on Team Eclipse, found the mythical legendary Pokemon Groudon, which was pretty darn insane. I shaved my beard and we now have a new shiny Pokemon on our team, as you probably just saw. So show some love for that and I'll show you guys what we're working with right now. Check out the beautiful Pokemon Wingman here. I love shiny Zubat. Shiny Crobat is one of my favorite shinies. That's not a bug type, and I'm very glad that we have this thing. I really, really like it. It learned some cool moves, bug bite and wing attack, so we got it trained up a little bit from where we caught it, and I did do some training on the rest of the team. Matrix has Recover now. Sally learned Bone Meringue. Asparagus is 25. Beyonce is 20, so our team is about where it should be, I think, for us to be able to take on the Fire Gym. I don't know how well it's gonna go. We could get bodied again. We may do well. I have no idea. We're gonna do our best though. Last time it was super duper close, so I'm not gonna waste any time. We're gonna jump into it and take on the Brimber City Gym. Sebastian, he says hello again. I think he says that regardless, but he knows that we lost to him last time. He knows deep down inside, he knows, but we're gonna try to beat him. And people did say that this is like one of the harder gyms just because of the level jump, but he's got a Lilio. We already know about this, and we're gonna do our best to try to make a comeback here and hopefully beat this dude. So I'm gonna just fire off a sleep powder here right off the bat. He's gonna go for that overheat. I don't know if we live this. Yeah, we just died. So that was not what I wanted. That was not how I wanted this to start, because we just lost probably the most important Pokemon on our team. So what I can do is I'm gonna go into Sally, because it's incredibly important for Sally to get these speed boosts with the coffee and also to get the attack boost with Power Up Punch. So we're gonna focus on using those. I have potions so I can heal myself. It's unfortunate that I don't have the Leech Life right now, but if I can get that Sawsbucks coffee to help us out, that would be huge. So we get the attack boost. I'm gonna go for, there's the Sawsbucks coffee I was waiting for. That's what we needed. So I'm gonna go for Focus Energy now to increase our chance of getting critical hits. That's gonna help us out. Here comes Noble Roar, which does decrease our attack stat. Not a huge deal there, but one more Power Up Punch might be able to do it here. I'm gonna go for it and see if we get a crit. We'll definitely knock it out. We don't get the crit. Wow, that actually didn't do much at all. I'm quite surprised. Here comes the Overheat. That's gonna do a decent amount. He's gonna lose his special attack a little bit though, and this is gonna be an opportunity for us to use I'm gonna use a Super Potion. Even though we don't need that much health, I'd rather heal all the way back up, get ourselves nice and full and ready to take on the other two Pokemon, because if we can sweep with Sally, that's gonna make this a heck of a lot easier for us. Basically, one more Power Up Punch should do it, and if we can get one more Sawsbucks boost with the coffee, that would be clutch. So we're gonna get another attack boost here. That's looking pretty sweet, and let's see what we got here. That's gonna get us almost to 24. The biggest thing is gonna be that Magmar, but here comes the Growlithe, which does have Intimidate, but I'm pretty sure we can be faster than it and just Bone Meringue. Like, we should be able to just Bone Meringue, and we did get a couple attack boosts, so let's go for the Bone Meringue. Let's see how much this does. That's gonna just knock it out. Bone Meringue is a great move because it's stronger than Bone Club and hits twice because it hits twice, and it's more accurate than Bone Club was. So last time, if I remember correctly, we actually missed Bone Club and that kind of cost us the match, but this is looking a lot better. The only situation where this goes wrong is if he one-shots us with Overheat. That's where this goes wrong. Will we be faster? He's gonna go for Flame Burst. We should live, and you can see in the bottom right corner there the spoilers. That's gonna knock out this Magmar. We get the crit there with the Focus Energy, back-to-back crits, and now we have our second gym badge. So that was quite easy. Where's my easy button?
That was...
Wait.
That was easy.
Yes, it was. That was very easy. We were able to beat the gym. Good work. You really do have quite the potential. Well, I'm glad that we were able to bounce back. A couple levels there made the difference. So I wasn't wrong when I said that Groudon saw something in you. I'm proud to present you with the Brimber City Gym badge. Dun 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 dun. I love the music in this gym. Obtain the Brimstone badge. Sweet. It allows you to trade for Pokemon up to level 40. It's the least I can do to give you this TM as well, which is the TM for Overheat, which is a very strong move that does reduce your special attack stat after you use it. So it's good for like a one-time use kind of thing. And we are just gonna jump down. Wow, that's a very, wait a minute. Alrighty then. Well, That worked out incredibly well. We were able to get through the Brimber City Gym, and now it is time for us to advance on our journey. So I'm gonna head to the Pokemon Center and get ourselves ready to rock. All right, guys, this is the second half of the route that we actually didn't try to complete before, but these tall walls and narrow paths were created by molten lava years ago. They make great places to sit and wait for trainers to battle. So here's Hiker Ken. Let's see what he's got. He's probably got some ground types. Yeah, there's a Geodude. So unfortunately, this is not quite the matchup for Wingman, but look at that beautiful, beautiful green bat that we have. We definitely have to switch out, and this is gonna be good for Asparagus, really. Asparagus probably has the best matchup against these types. So we actually have a pretty diverse team of Pokemon right now. I think if I picked up a good water type or a fire type, maybe we'd have a little bit better of a team, but it's working so far, and we're just kind of cruising along, but I'm actually kind of surprised. Wow, how did he live that? Oh, he has Sturdy. I was gonna say, his ability must have held him on there, because there's no way he was living that otherwise. We take a big magnitude there, and another grass knot should be able to do it. Looks like this guy's got a couple Pokemon though, so we'll definitely have to train up against them. And I gotta say, having this experience share has been really nice. Being able to train up the whole team as we kind of go around has made my life a little bit easier, kind of cut down on the grinding or anything like that. But Matrix gets some love, and there's a Slackoth actually, which can only attack every 2 turns. So I think I'm gonna go into... Do I want to go to Wingman? No, let's go to Beyonce. I don't really use Beyonce a whole lot. It doesn't really have the best moves yet, but once it evolves into, or once we get Mega Beedrill, I'm sorry, not once it evolves, it's not evolving. Once we get Mega Beedrill, it is going to be nuts. But Twin Needle should be pretty decent here. Let's see how much this does. Doesn't do too much. And we get the poison though. I told you guys Twin Needle could poison. I was pretty sure about that actually. And he's got Encore, so that's fine, but he can't attack on the second turn. He's got to be slacking off. He's just going to be chilling. He's going to be slacking off. That's all. I mean, I guess that's what it is. Rest in peace, Charles. For any of you guys remember Charles from the Cage Lock, our shiny Slackoth. What a legend that thing was. What a legend. It just fell to a ghost type. It had no way to do it. It was just brutal. But Hiker Kent goes down. Fun fact, there's actually a place called Kent Falls near where I live, and that's where things... What is this area? I don't know what this is. This seems pretty interesting. Should I battle this guy? Or are you a trainer? You're not a trainer. I'm studying the strange configuration of these rocks. Seems like they've been placed in a circular pattern. Reggie Steel? Reggie Rock? Reggie Gigas? Wait, so this isn't the way I'm supposed to go? I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go. Where do I go? I just remember that there used to be a guy blocking this way, and this seems to be the way to go. But I'm actually gonna backtrack really quickly because I feel like there might have been a spot I missed. Can I go around this corner here and potentially find an item? No, I cannot. Okay, we tried. All right, now we're at least going the right way this time. I was wondering why like the Pokemon were so leveled over there, or under leveled over there, but well, do you have anything for me, lady? I love how simple the people of Brimber City live their lives. It just shows that happiness doesn't come from wealth or possessions. Okay, if you think so. No, I'm just kidding. If you think so. Route 7. I have heard that there's some amazing things here on Route 7, including this little glitch area. Ooh, looks pretty interesting. This route looks pretty darn interesting. Hey there. Oh, neat. You have the badge from Brimber City. You must be tough. Let's have a battle. All right. So we might be facing a pretty significant level jump here, considering we were just facing in the 20s. There's 17, so not quite. That really, leveling seems a little weird in this game so far. Some of the Pokemon are like super high level, and then they're not so high level. I don't know. But anyway, Wing Attack doesn't really do anything. We're gonna switch out because we're gonna get abolished. I don't use that word very often. Demolished. All right, we'll just go into, actually, yeah, let's go into Asparagus here. Even though it's our strongest, I want to make sure I can keep training up Wingman. I really want to get Golbat and eventually Crobat. Oh, there's the rollout, so it's a good thing we switched anyway. We can just go for Grass Knot. I don't know how much it's going to do, but it should do a decent amount at least. Yeah, I should have taught this thing Razor Leaf. Yeah, that's not very good. Grass Knot doesn't do a whole lot, but it'll knock out the Marrow at least and stop him from rolling out. And we're so much higher of a level, oh my goodness. That'll actually get Wingman up to 16 though. Wingman up to 16, baby. Very nice. What else we got? Cool Trainer's got a Rattata. Will I switch? Sure. We can go into Beyonce. Try to train up everyone as equally as possible. Come on, Beyonce. Let's hit that Twin Needle, baby. Here's a Rattata. All right. Twin Needle should probably knock it out in 2 hits. Oh, wow. That's a crit though. I don't think it's gonna kill. Oh, it does. Wow. Power. That's because he's so low leveled, man. We definitely need to get some training in here. And he's got a Nidorino. Well, I switch my Pokemon. Yeah, let's actually go into Matrix because I can go for Psybeams and it'll be super effective. Alternatively, I could have went into Sally too and went for a ground move, but this will do. And we get the special attack increase too. So this should do a lot. This should at least 2-shot it. And we are faster because of our higher level. And that 1-shots. Good job. See you later, Nidorino. See you later. A Pokeball. Quick Ball. Nice. We could use that in case we run into anything cool. Let's see what we got in the wild grass here. A Wooper. Whoop whoop. Nice little Wooper here. We're not gonna catch it though. I'm not a big Wooper fan personally. Let's battle. Hey. After I have breakfast with my Pokemon, we come out here to train for a few hours. All right, let's see what you got here, Lady Sarah. What does Lady Sarah have? She has a Bidoof. I dig that. I could beat that with my wingman. We're gonna hit him with a fierce wing attack. And this might actually just one-shot. This could, oh, he's got Stun Spore though. Oh no, that's annoying. How is this thing faster than me? That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. I'm assuming Leech Life doesn't have the buff in this game too. If you don't know, Leech Life used to be like a terrible move. It did like 20 damage, but then in Generation 7 when they rolled out Sun and Moon, they buffed it and made it like 80 base power, so it's super strong now. It's a really good bug move. And he's gonna use Worry Seed, which changes our ability from Inner Focus to Insomnia. And we're gonna knock out the Bidoof. Very nice. That's gonna get us to 17. Trying to get Wingman caught up here with the rest of the squad. Yeah, there we go. I think he evolves. Oh, Confuse Ray is pretty good. We'll give him Confuse Ray because it's better than Supersonic because it at least doesn't miss as often. We can get rid of, yeah, Leech Life isn't very good in this game. So we'll get rid of Leech Life because I don't really think I'm gonna use it. If it had the buff, it'd be so much better, but it's all good. And we're gonna learn Confuse Ray because it could come in handy in a pinch if we're like facing something that's a little tough. It's got a Beautifly. Will I switch my Pokemon? No, I'm gonna try to beat the Beautifly actually with Wingman. We might have to switch though. We'll try it. Absorb. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. Yeah, it does too. That's why I'm staying in because I think we can actually beat this thing. And we'll get a lot of experience if we do. So as long as we don't get paralyzed here, it looks like we'll be okay. Morning sun, or that'll happen. Or that, it's nighttime. You can't be morning sunning at nighttime. You shouldn't be able to get the boost. If it was, oh boy, that did a lot. Okay, we're switching now because I'd like Wingman to get the experience. Okay, that did way too much. Let's go into Matrix. Yeah, we'll just hit him with the charge beams. Hit him with the charge beam. Come on, Matrix. Let's do this. Get the special attack increase. There it is. And here's a gust. Man, we're lucky we lived that before. Charge beam. Stun Spore again, but missed. I'll take it. And my charge beam is gonna do a lot. And we get the boost. Well, that's it for this Beautifly. Even if it Stun Spores me, it's gone. Absorb. Yeah, this thing is gone. See you later, Beautifly. This should drop it pretty easily. And I think that's the end. But this route is looking super long, guys. So we got a lot of grinding. I may cut out some of the trainers too, just because there's so many of them. But we want to learn Magnet Rise, but that's not really a good move. Unless we were like an electric type. So we're going to pass on that. But I'm going to do some getting through this route here. Like I said, it's a pretty long route. So I'll probably cut out some of the trainers because there's just so many of them. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys. So we took down a bunch of the trainers and I found this house. Who knows what's in it? Let's go check it out. Maybe they'll heal us in here, actually. That'd be quite useful. But it seems like it's just a house with a chandelier kind of candle in the top. Is there anything in here? Anything? Can I go in the fridge and get some food? No? Can I look at the picture? Can I click on anything? There's just a random house with nothing in it? What is the point of this house? What is the point? There's something really suspicious about this house. I wonder why it's just a blank house though. And oh, we can drop down here. What do we do now? Oh, it doesn't do anything. I got so excited over nothing. All right, well, we'll keep taking on the trainers. I just faced the dude in the bridge. He had a Masquerain. It was all good, but it seems like there's many more trainers up ahead. This is a very long route, guys, and doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on, so we shall continue. Are those Bidoofs? Oh my goodness, there's little Bidoofs down here, guys. This is cool. So we just found this like mill area with this river, but the dam made by the Bidoofs seems to be blocking the river. This is actually super cool. Let's see if there's anything in here. We're gonna have to go, ooh, there's a Pokeball too. So I took down a bunch of the trainers. I kind of, like I said, ooh, a Miracle Seed. Okay, so we're gonna immediately grab that. Miracle Seed is an item that does boost the power of grass type moves. So we'll give that to him. And I don't have any fire type moves, so we won't do anything with that. But we have all these TMs. I don't think anyone really can learn anything else, so we'll probably keep it as is. But let's see here. What else do we have? We have to go check out what's going on inside this mill because, ooh, we got some lumber guys up in here. What's up, lumber dudes? How you doing? Oh, I accidentally left again. Go back in. Oops. Let's see what these lumber dudes are doing. What's up, man? How you doing, lumber guy? I'm tired of all this hard work. It's time for a break. All right. Well, I guess I'm battling Lumberjack Buck. He's got a Bidoof. And he's got, ooh, the Bidoof squad, level 22 for this Bidoof here. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we're gonna have to switch because Bidoof is too powerful for me. What do I want to do against Bidoof? Let's go into Matrix. I believe Bidoof is pure normal. Bibarel is water normal, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think our charge beams are going to be doing that much, but we can attack boost there. It's probably not going to do as much. He's going to headbutt, and that actually hurts, but it's because he crit us, so he cheated. Charge beam. Let's hopefully not miss. And get the boost. There's the boost. That's the boost right there. And he doesn't do much to us, so we could just side beam again. And we'll just beast these Bidoofs down. Hyper Fang. Oh, baby. Okay, well, luckily for us, we have Recover. Very nice strategies having Recover on our Matrix here, giving us some health back. And there's the Headbutt, which normally would have a chance to flinch us if he was faster. But in the meantime, we'll just try to get some Charge Beam boosts. Did we get another one? No, not this time. But the team is growing pretty quickly here. We're getting a lot of the Pokemon leveled up. And Beyonce up to 24. Wants to send out another Bidoof. This guy's just like a Bidoof master here. I wasn't expecting to actually battle people in here. I thought they were going to just talk to me. But I could kind of tell that our objective is going to be at some point to get these Bidoofs to release this dam, to fill up the river so we can continue. Because there's a cave down there that I saw. But you can only get to it if you surf on the river. We don't have surf yet, obviously. So it seems like I'm starting to piece together some of how this might work. And he's got a Deerling. Okay, so he doesn't have 3 Bidoofs. He's only got 2 Bidoofs and a Deerling. And I'm gonna just Psybeam, and he might be able to knock us out. Oh, he's gonna knock us out. Yeah, that's it for Matrix. Oh, poor Matrix. Poor Matrix. All right, well, I have another option. We have Beyonce. Even though my team is so low health right now, like, we've just been getting destroyed, but it's been a long route. We'll Twin Needle here. This should be super effective because I think Deerling is grass type. Yeah, it definitely is. Doesn't knock him out, though. But we get the poison, which is nice. So at least we'll knock him out on the next turn, but he's gonna go for takedown. Actually, we might, oh my goodness, he just knocked us out. He's gonna probably knock himself out the poison though. Yeah, he just knocks himself out the poison. But we just lost 2 of our Pokemon, so we might have to heal up a little bit. But let's see what the rest of these dudes in here are doing. I'll stay on my break a little bit longer. All right, well, I dig what you're doing, man. These guys, like, maybe they do look kind of like they're gonna battle me. Maybe I should heal up. Should I go back and heal? Let's go back and heal real quick. I'm just gonna head back to the Pokemon Center. All right, will this other lumberjack face us? Oh, he wants to battle, all right. Well, we let some of our Bidoofs go out and play in the river. I want to have some fun too. Oh, so it's their Bidoofs. It's their Bidoofs. Lumberjack Owl's Bidoof is the one that's in the river, and we're gonna have to face it. Level 22 as well. So this could be kind of tricky, but I think we could probably do it. I think what I should do is probably go, let's go into, no, I don't want to go into Asparagus. Let's go in, how many Pokemon does he have? Let's go into Matrix. We'll go into Matrix. I think he's got 2 Pokemon. Matrix is good against like longer battles because it gets all the boosts from different things. Although Cubone could have been good too because I could have power up punched. But he's gonna go for Rollout. That's a wee bit scary. He's got 3 Pokemon though. We're gonna go for the Charge Beam here. A couple Charge Beams. If we get the boost, will help us along this battle. We don't get the boost. He's gonna roll out, but miss. That's what I needed, baby. I needed the miss there. All right, let's see if we can get that boost. Give me the boost. There's the boost. 70%. It doesn't feel like 70% today. I've been not getting a lot of these boosts, but we're gonna get it this time, right? Let's do it. There we go. So that's +2. So now we should be able to like really just destroy anything he sends in. Unless it's another Deerling, man. That Deerling was powerful. I gotta say too, there's some really cool Pokemon in the grass on this route, Route 6 or 7 or whatever it's called. I found a Yanma. I think there's Surskit stuff, all sorts of cool bug types. So this may be a good spot for us to shiny hunt at some point. Maybe on a live stream again. We've been kind of mixing in the 1-hour live streams just to do some shiny hunting. That's how we've gotten all 3 of our shinies so far, and it's been quite fun. We've gotten really lucky on a few of them, and then they all seem to pop up really quickly. So here's Eradicate. And it's not the Alolan Raticate, it's the regular Raticate. For those of you who played Sun and Moon, I feel like I've gotten so used to seeing Alolan, oh my god, that does so much damage. So used to seeing Alolan Raticate being a dark type. He's actually gonna knock us out if he Hyper Fangs again. And he's gonna Scary Face, so we're good. But I keep getting so used to seeing the Faticate, the dark and normal, kind of like much fatter, darker Raticate, that one. So it's kind of weird to see a regular Raticate again after being in Alola for so long. But Sally wants to learn the move Full Swipe. Do I want to teach it to it? No. As much as like it's a good move for catching stuff, I'm not really too concerned about that. With us having Sleep Powder and stuff, catching Pokemon isn't too hard. So Asparagus wants to learn the move Growth. Now that's a move I might be able to get behind. Growth could be decent. What would I get rid of though? Like I don't want to get rid of anything, so that's the problem. Give up on learning the move Growth. Yeah, I would like to give it Growth, but yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they'll ever make it so Pokemon can have more than more than 3 moves, or 4 moves, I'm sorry. What's wrong? Our Bidoofs have built the dam? What's wrong with that? They don't mean any harm, that's just what Bidoofs do. We decided to take a little break. The Bidoofs needed the break too. I know, let's have a battle. That's a great way to pass the time. Okay, so maybe after we beat this guy, he'll get his Bidoofs back, and then the dam will be... Ooh, he's got a Bibarel, so he's got the big Bidoof, Big Daddy Bidoof over here with Bibarel. I don't know if we can beat it with our Zubat here. I don't even know if I want to try, so we are gonna switch out... Let me just go to Asparagus. Like, Asparagus is such a high level, but it is super effective against Bibarel because it is a water type, although I don't know how heavy it is. So, oh my goodness, do you see how much damage that does? This should do a lot, but I don't know if it's gonna knock it out. Ooh, baby. Okay, so he's pretty heavy then. Because obviously Grass Knot depends on how heavy they are. Windman gets a lot of experience for that, 709, wow. And he's got a Bibarel again, he's got another one. Do I want to switch again? Yeah, I think I'm going to actually keep doing this. I'm going to go back into Wingman and then go back into Asparagus. That way I can get Wingman the most experience I can to try to level it up. I really want to get him evolved into a Golbat. Because the sooner he gets to a Golbat, the sooner he's going to get to a Crobat. And Crobat is amazing, dude. Such a great Pokemon. Definitely one of my favorites. So he's going to Water Gun us. We'll easy take that, no problem. Way better than the Headbutt that we took before. And we know that a Grass Knot does knock him out. I can't believe this guy's got all these Bibarels, man. He's like the king of the Bidoofs over here. Really cool though that they have these lumberjacks with the Bidoofs. I really like this storyline and some of the stuff they came up with. It feels like it could be a real Pokemon game, which makes me excited. So Matrix up to 26, and he's got a Pinsir. Will I switch my Pokemon? Yeah, we'll go back into Wingman. I think Wingman might be able to beat a Pinsir, but that's crazy. I wonder if you could find Pinsir in the wild here, because if you can, I might want to snag one of those. That could be pretty sweet. What level is he? 24, and he's got Mold Breaker. Well, we can hit him super effective with Wing Attack, and Pinsir typically only has fighting type moves at the beginning, like when he's low level. Yeah, Revenge, and ooh, that does a lot. Wingman does have a 4 times resistance to fighting because of his flying and poison typing, so he resists fighting type moves pretty well. So Pinsir doesn't really have too much it can do to us, so I'll just keep Wing Attacking. He's gonna double hit us. Oh, I didn't expect that. That is gonna knock us out. So that's a bit of a bummer, because I didn't want that to happen, but it's okay. I'm gonna go bug on bug here, baby. We're going into Beyonce. We're gonna see how this goes. Beyonce also resists fighting type moves 4 times, and we can go for a Twin Needle here, and we can hit him twice, and maybe get a poison. That could be nice. We get a poison? No, he's gonna go for Harden. All right, so I'm gonna go for the Focus Energy because I actually really like this combo on Beyonce early game here. Having Focus Energy increase the chance of getting a crit, and critical hits, obviously, since we're using Twin Needle, we hit twice, so we have 2 times the chance of getting a crit. And there's one, and there's another one, so that's the nice thing. And we can break through things like Harden, which would boost his defenses. Obviously, the crit goes through that and allows us to just hit right through it and kind of beat him down. And Beyonce wants to learn Toxic Spikes. Oh, baby, yes, you are going to learn Toxic Spikes. Such a great move. Toxic Spikes, of course, poisoning any grounded Pokemon that gets switched in. Tough choice here. I'm going to try to get rid of Cut. Is it going to let me get rid of Cut? Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Cut. Apparently you could just delete HMs in this game, which is nice. So we'll just get rid of Cut for Toxic Spikes, and if we need Cut again, we can teach it back to it for something else. But Asparagus is almost at level 32. That's gonna be a Venusaur pretty soon, which is nuts. But Wingman's evolving! Yes, dude, I didn't realize it was at level 22, but that makes me super hyped because we're gonna get an amazing shiny Golbat, guys, and we are 1 step closer to a shiny Crobat, which is gonna be just epic. Look at this beautiful thing, man. Look at it. Wingman evolved into a Golbat. Very nice. I really don't feel like going out and rounding up the Bidoofs. It's too much work. Oh, it's the gym leader. What's going on here? Oh no, it's the boss. I just saw your Bidoofs out causing all sorts of shenanigans. That's my word. The gates of Laguna Lake was flooded over by the water displacement. I had to break down the dam with my Pokemon. We're sorry, boss. We just wanted to take a little break and have some fun. I don't mind you guys taking breaks, but you can't just let the Bidoofs get out of hand like this. We won't let it happen again. No, you won't. I'm sticking around to keep an eye on you guys. All right, so the Bidoofs problem should have been solved. I seem to be trapped in here. Oh no, we're not trapped. Okay, well that's good. And luckily the dam has been refilled. So let's go take a look at the aftermath here. Look at that, that is beautiful. The dam has been refilled and we are so close to the next town. And this could open up all sorts of possibilities for us here on this route. Looks like there's this last guy here. Are you a trainer? The dam the Bidoofs built is gone. Someone just taught those lumberjacks a lesson. That was me. I taught them a lesson. But we can't surf yet, guys. We can't surf. But it looks like new challenges and opportunities await us ahead here in the next route. But this is where we're going to wrap up today for an episode of Pokemon Brick Bronze, guys. We got a beautiful shiny Zubat, evolved it to a Golbat, got our second gym, save some Bidoofs and save the dam, and that's it all in a day's work, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you're new. My name is Dan. I'll also go by aDrive. Be sure to check out another video on the screen in a few seconds, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.